Have you ever pondered the enigma that is death? What truly happens when our eyes close for the last time? Death, the final frontier, the great unknown, has always captivated the minds of the living. It's a mystery that we've sought to understand since the dawn of time, and yet it remains elusive. Now, let's delve into one of the most intriguing aspects of this mystery, the concept of the afterlife. The afterlife, in its simplest form, is the belief that life continues in some way, shape, or form after death. It's a concept that transcends cultures, religions, and epochs, a testament to our collective desire to understand what lies beyond. It's like a story that continues even after the last page is turned, a song that lingers even after the final note has been played. So the afterlife, a comforting belief for some, an intriguing concept for others. But what if the end is not really the end? Imagine if death was merely a doorway to another life, a new beginning, a fresh start. Let's embark on a journey, a voyage through time and culture, to explore the concept of reincarnation. Often it's depicted as the rebirth of the soul in a new body, a cycle of death and rebirth that continues endlessly. The roots of this belief are ancient, branching out into various cultures and religions around the world. In Hinduism, for example, reincarnation is a fundamental concept. It's believed that the soul, or Atman, is eternal and moves from one body to another in a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. This cycle, known as samsara, is influenced by karma, the sum of our actions in this and previous states of existence. Buddhism, too, acknowledges a similar cycle, though it emphasizes the idea of rebirth over reincarnation. The difference? Well, Buddhism proposes that it's not the soul, but a stream of consciousness that continues, shaped by our actions, our karma. Even beyond the East, reincarnation finds resonance. The ancient Greeks pondered over metempsychosis, the transmigration of the soul, a concept echoed in the writings of Pythagoras and Plato. And let's not forget the indigenous cultures across the world. The Inuit, for instance, believe in the reincarnation of souls within the family line, a belief that strengthens familial and community ties. But what about the skeptics among us, those who seek a rational explanation? Perhaps we might find some solace in the law of conservation of energy. This fundamental law states that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. Could our consciousness, our essence, be a form of energy? Could it too transform rather than cease to exist? A soul reborn, living countless lives, an enchanting concept, isn't it? But could there be a scientific perspective to all of this? So the law of conservation of energy states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, only transformed from one form to another. This principle, as fundamental as it is, provides a fascinating perspective when we ponder the great unknown, death. Picture this: from the moment we're born, our bodies are powerhouses of energy. We're constantly consuming, storing, and using energy to grow, learn, and live. The heart pumps blood around the body, the brain processes thoughts, and muscles contract and relax. All of it requires energy. So what happens to this energy when we die? Well, according to the law of conservation of energy, it doesn't just disappear. Energy is not lost, rather it changes form. The energy that once fueled our bodies and minds is released back into the universe. Now let's take a leap of faith and venture into the realm of the metaphysical. Concepts like the afterlife and reincarnation suggest that our consciousness, our essence, could be a form of energy too. In the case of reincarnation, the idea is that our energy, our spirit, is reborn in a new body. This cycle continues, with energy transferring from one life to the next. As for the afterlife, many believe that the energy of our consciousness moves on to a different plane of existence. It's as if our energy transforms from a physical form to a spiritual one, continuing its journey in a different realm. Of course, these are not scientific facts, but rather philosophical and spiritual theories. Yet they share a common thread with the law of conservation of energy. They all suggest that our existence, our energy, doesn't just cease when we die. So while the mystery of death remains, perhaps it's not so much an end, but rather a transformation, a continuation in a different form.